All right, boys, I got something for free today from a very nice gentleman. I was very honored that he walked all the way across the road, pretty far away. And I'm real jumpy. I got PTSD. And he come over and he's like, "Do you want this?" I said, "You don't want it?" He said, "Not if you want it." Check this out. I'm getting it out of my truck so I can put it on in the shop. It's dirty, but it means a lot to me, just somebody that think about you, you know. He says it runs. I ain't even tried to pull it because I just got home. Steel, baby. You know I like the old steel stuff. Love the old steel stuff. And this is old steel right here. Yeah, baby. Look at that. Steel FS 120. I ain't opened the gate. I ain't done nothing to it. I ain't even messed with it. See, he stored it without fuel. That's a good sign right there. That is a good sign. And this is a homeowner bought this expensive of a trimmer. Of course, this guy lives in like a freaking just about a mansion. Well, it probably is. And yeah, he's got all kinds of land and everything. He's a nice guy. He's friends with my customer. But there you go, boys. Brand new to me. I know you can't say brand new, but it is to me. I have never owned a steel FS 120. Never. Never. I'm so excited. It feels so much better than my 111 or even my 94R. The older ones are so much superior. I can hold it with one hand. Look at that. Of course, I'm very strong in my arms, so anyway, look here, at primer bulb actually works and don't have a leak. No stupid 4-stroke. I told him, I was like, you can find anything else like this that's classic and old. I said, I'll take it. He said, I think I got 2 or 3 more of them. He said, if I find them, I'll lay them out for you next week. Talk about hitting a lotto. I know y'all ain't happy about it. You know, it's a weed eater. Well, a weed eater to me is like gold to y'all. I appreciate them and I love them because I have bad ADHD. And when I weed eat, that's the only thing that calms my brain down. That's why I like it so much. Like, my brain, even while I'm talking to y'all, is thinking about 3,000 different things constantly. You ought to be around me for a while. Ask Adam or anybody, I change the subject, I'll have 6 conversations going with somebody. Oh, my brain. Oh. So, since I don't have my electric ones in here, let's see what she looks like. Well, I got the post saw in the way on that. All right, post saw, you don't need to be here. You need to be over there. Here's what we're gonna do until we have a chance to mess with it. All right, we got a steel with a guard. You know that guard is going off, but see, I put it beside the 94R. The 120, baby. I got me a big boy for free. I still got, I love, this is the best, one of the best gas weed eaters on the planet. 260 TS. So's the Echo 2620T. That 111 is don't bite. That FS80 I like. That's an old steel. That's Roy's 128. You know, 235 cc's. Another, there's my electric power head battery. And then a bunch of 525 LSTs. I got another LST over here. That's my original one. But like I said, I give a lot of them away. Listen to that thunder. I'm gonna have to go in the house. I give a lot of my weed eaters away to people that need them, except for Dirty Filter didn't need them, and I still give him a nice one. So I got it down to this many. I mean, there's still another one over here. That's a classic Husqvarna, and then there's a stick edger over there. But other than that, boys, I'm very blessed in life. And I'm also tormented in life because anybody that tries to follow the right and true path of God will be tested more than anybody. Because I know some very evil people in my life, and they seems like they have the smoothest life. I ain't getting into that. I'll go on forever. So I'm blessed. That man blessed me today. So I'm going to find somebody to bless in another ways, because that's what I do. I do stuff all the time. I don't want to say. People that watch this even knows, and they've been with me. And then some things they don't know. Because I don't want people to know everything I do, or it don't count. You know what I mean? So I'm too generous, I think, because I will put myself in a bind. Not in a bind financially, but in a bind by helping people when I'm supposed to be running a business. Yeah. All right. I'm about done here. I've been working on this Ryoku thing. Look at this. I bought this thing. I am not a fan. It worked so good until it didn't. Does that make sense to y'all? This little thing is so fast. I had this laptop I keep down here, TV, phone, everything was hooked to this. And it was fast. And I bought the unlimited plan. And now it won't work. So I've been talking to customer service. And they said, send me a picture of this and that and this and that. So I did just a minute ago. But anyway. But I keep this old laptop down here. And I got a mess. I had this cleaned up. I did clean up all this. And we started using the Badger push mower on a job. I detailed those wheels right there. They look so shiny. And I put chrome on them. I'm going to make a video about that too. But yeah, I got it pretty clean. Except for my mess over here, because I'm doing 10 ADHD, man. I'll have 10 projects going. I'll go from this bench to that bench to this bench to that bench. Then I'm over there doing stuff. Then I crank up the skid steer and go out in the yard and do. It is so stressful. And when I weed eat, it goes away. I'm being serious. When I weed eat, I focus on it. And I'm watching the edging down the sidewalks, trying to make it look real pretty. It's like putting eyeliner on a woman. It just brings out their eyes, right? That's what trimming does. Trimming, after you mow it, trimming is more important than the grass. They would take the trimming over the stripes, because that edge on stuff just pop. I need a drink. I'm getting thirsty. So there it is, still 120. Somebody wanted me to talk about trimmers again. I'm gonna make some trimmer videos of using them. I ain't made no videos actually using the 525i LST. We use it on one. It's got three speeds basically. One is all we ever use. If you get a bi-weekly and it's thick, it'll still do it. But if you put it in second, it'll. Third is overkill. You don't need nothing that's. So that electric weed eater is probably stronger than this 35cc right there. I mean, those batteries are torque heavy. And then there's people like, it really gets on my nerves when some of you guys are like, ain't brand new, and it's battery, gas for life. Gas for life, man. I mean, what the frick? So you're still using a plug-in cordless drill. Look into my eyes. You're still using a cordless drill? I mean, a plug-in drill, or did you switch to a cordless? I wonder what the answer to that is. I wonder if they went cordless drill, or did they keep the cord? Did you cut the cord? Did you even cut your mama's cord? Or are you still attached to her too? Living in the old your bedroom you grew up in? That's the dumbest thing. Somebody that is rejecting technology because they're against it for no reason. I don't know what they're wrong with their brain. How about try stuff, and if you hate it or something, then you can bash on it. If you've never used it, you don't freaking know what you're talking about, because everybody that uses this battery is in instant love with it. I haven't seen one person, and I've let customers, I let anybody that wants to come. I offered it to a lawn guy the other day, several different lawn guys. I'm like, you want to use it? One guy said, I don't weed eat. And he's the one that used to make him and his buddy made YouTube videos. He's a cool dude. Funny enough, I watched them on YouTube, and then all these years later, they quit YouTube. And ends up, he's mowing beside my yard in a random, you could technically call it a cul-de-sac. It don't have a turnaround at the end of it, but it's a cul-de-sac. The chances of that, and when I mean beside me, I mean like right across in front of the road, like my property, his property, and just the pavement separating it. And I watched him. He didn't make the videos. Mostly his partner did. He wanted to go full-time and his partner didn't, so he's full-time now. I think the other guy, he might make videos still, I don't know. But yeah, because he's introduced himself to me a while back. I thought that was freaking amazing. I was like, I remember you on YouTube. I remember them too. They's paramedics. They worked together and they started a lawn care company together. He wanted to go full-time and the other guy didn't. He wanted to stay part-time. And he's got a V-Ride too. That's what he uses most. He needs to get some new tires. If you watch this, he says he's got some bald tires. The hills I go on, I can't have bald tires like that. But anyway, cool guy. I love this area in Johnson City, Unicoi, Carter County, all this area. Sullivan County is just the best place you could probably live on planet Earth. No cap. And the people's amazing. Who is in my yard outside? What the? That better be a delivery man. See, here my cameras just went off. I don't see a delivery truck. Unless he parked up there. I seen somebody walking and that gets me all suspicious. There's bear here, so I ain't gonna say no words, but when I'm down here, or if you see me anywhere, I've got a little buddy with me. So yeah, and I actually train with it a lot. So yeah, I used to train all the time with it, drawing it, all that stuff. Ain't no bear getting this boy. Yeah, ain't no bear getting me. I do not do the bear. I'm terrified of bear because I started having nightmares about them randomly. I don't know how that started. I've fed them, you know, they've been in a pit and you feed them right above. I did that in Cherokee, North Carolina when I was young. And I've been around them. I don't know why. I just all of a sudden got a phobia because I started having nightmares about them. I think that was a sign, to be honest with you. So that's why I don't stay near bear, and I stay, you know, with a buddy on me hip right here. Anyway, I just made a video about these freaking dangerous things. Anyway, I gotta shut up. I gotta go in the house. It's 6 o'clock now, I think, and take a shower. Oh, no, wait a minute. That ain't how they say it around here. I'm gonna take a shower, and get me a bite to eat and rest until I mow tomorrow. Because my last yard today, as soon as I backed in, she was out there picking up the dog poo with that thing. So she had it ready for me, and all of a sudden, the sky fell and it poured, and I waited because sometimes around here it'll just disappear. But so now I got an extra one for tomorrow, which is all right because I've done one of tomorrow's today, so it evened out. I ain't mad. All my customers are so good. I like I've gotten real close to a lot of you guys, customers. I know nobody knows I do YouTube, but I don't tell nobody. It ain't a secret. I just don't talk about it because I don't know. I just don't talk. I don't care. I just like talking to you guys. That's what I like to do. If somebody wants to talk lawn care, I'll tell them I do lawn care channel. But other than that, what's the point of even talking about it? I'm not trying to be famous or nothing. It's just nice to talk to you guys. Some of you guys especially are very cool, and you've watched for years, some of you, and that's just very flattering. Some of you need their own channel so I can watch you and give the love back, because I appreciate the friendships I've made. One of my best friends I met on YouTube. And then we eventually met in person. And he's not gonna make YouTube videos no more, but I watched every one he made and he took them offline. So, I'm sad about that. But other than that, there's several guys that we started this community with has just retired or moved on, and I'm still here. I'm still cutting grass. I'm obsessed with it. I still look at trimmers. I still look at equipment. I still look at mowers and weed eaters, like I said, because my ADHD gets completely, I go from like this to this. And it takes me away, and I can do it for hours. Everybody that works with me knows I can go for hours weed eating. I don't care. I like it. Everybody else hates it. I know, bad. I freaking love it. And I mean the word L, love. Not like. So if you have ADHD and other problems in your head like I do, got a lot of, I ain't gonna talk about it, but maybe one day, find your zen. Mine is weed eating. You might actually like it if you have a good weed eater. Don't buy a cheap weed eater. That makes your life miserable. You need an actual good string trimmer. Gosh, wow, 16 minutes. All right. Peace and chicken grease.